All right, lads, strap yourselves in because, wow, we have got one hell of a Grand Prix year stocking up to be unbelievably juicy here. The Bahrain Grand Prix has left us with a battle like we haven't seen for a while. We've got three drivers, three. Max Verstappen, Lando Norris, Oscar Piastri, all in contention now. Now, look, it's still early in the year and things can happen, right? But wow, we've got three guys now in contention. And let me show you, lads. I'm going to look at the... One second now. We've got the points, okay? I have to even add ChatGPT to show me this because they haven't even updated on the Formula1.com website yet. Lando Norris is on 77 points. Oscar Piastri, 74 points, and Max Verstappen on 69. This has just blown it all open here now, lads. And like the defending champ at 69 points, just one race and it's anyone's game here. Let me tell you, this isn't just about points. This is about who's going to blink first. I mean, we've had the excitement, the drama, the tension, even the race itself. It didn't blow the doors off, but now we've got a juicy, proper racing tension. And this is what we've all been waiting for.
Walsh running the Irish green, and look at the move he's making down to the inside.
Moves to the front from fifth all the way to the lead in lap one.
Walsh takes win number 2.
Peter. Walsh. Now let's talk about the Grand Prix itself. All right, it was a bit flat at times, not that explosive race we were all hoping for, right? But, this season is not just about one race, lads. We've got the whole season ahead of us, and the stakes are very, very high. The top three drivers right now, Norris, Piastri, Verstappen, they're very close for comfort. And I don't know about you, but I'm actually loving the fact that we've got this tight of a battle here. It's savage. And forget about Verstappen running away with it. I think that's fairly safe to say at this stage. This is now a legitimate championship fight. And with Bahrain out of the way, it's clear this season is going to be a lot of fun. And let's address the obvious. This isn't a cakewalk here. Verstappen, with all his talent, he's now under pressure. And Norris and Piastri just hanging on. Not just hanging on. They're pushing hard. And they're driving hard to take the fight straight to Verstappen. Now, if we rewind just a little bit here, okay, we were still thinking that, maybe Verstappen was the dominant force still. He was still in with it. He's had some good results this year. But McLaren were, we could tell they had the pace, but Verstappen's been doing really good moves here, you got to admit. And for Red Bull as well, excuse me. But, Norris, with a McLaren car that's finally hitting its stride, has shown he's no longer the underdog here. And he's not just a challenger. He's the real deal with this car and his performance. And Piastri right there, he's got the car, he's got the confidence, now he's got the points. 77 points, that's a number to take seriously. And then you've got Piastri, who was making waves, but now at 74 points is right in the thick of it. I mean, he had a blind of a race today. It was really consistent, it was solid. And, this guy, he's the real deal, man. I really rate this guy. The consistency, the pace, the drives, it's all there. And Piastri, he's hungry for the title, He's not going to let Verstappen or Norris just sail off into the sunset here. This battle, it's a three-way fight. But here's where it gets tricky for all three of them. The pressure's cranking up each race as we go here. Right? Each race. And it's not just about performance. They've got to be very, very consistent. And one mistake, one bad pit stop, one wrong move on the track, and that could be it, really. And every race from now on it's gonna feel like a title decider. And even for Verstappen, he was in 7th. I mean, he was even down in like 12th, 11th, and then he was up to 9th and then 7th. But even him finishing 6th today, guys, I cannot tell you the importance of him finishing 6th versus 7th. Right, that's why he kept pushing at the end. He's a fighter. He's got some grit. I love that way about him. I'm not his fan, but I love that way about him. You can't deny that. And here's what's great is that could actually make the difference at the end of the year, because when you start tallying up all those points, lads, between the three drivers, and let's say Verstappen, he goes on to win the championship by 1 point. Today made him win by that 1 point because he finished at more points to get him in that position in the first place. So even though it's early in the year, the extra points he got from 7th to 6th can make all the difference. And as we see in Bahrain, guys, we've seen that, Verstappen wasn't the top dog. He was really struggling this weekend. And you got Norris and Piastri pushing. The competition is fierce. But for Verstappen, he's a champion for a reason. I'll give him that. Don't think for a second that he's going to lie down and let Norris and Piastri just take it from him. He's going to just be grand with it. No, he won't. And that's the beauty of this season, lads. It's, in a way, I'm maybe a little exaggerating when I say this. It's not about the cars anymore, per se, as long as the cars stay in and around, except Red Bull really need to get a little bit of more of an edge here. It's about the will of the drivers now, their mentality. Now, I honestly, it's very, very hard to predict if Red Bull are going to really still keep struggling because they keep pulling out results. They are on the back foot. McLaren definitely have an advantage. But Verstappen is right there. He's got the results already, And, okay, 6th disaster for them today. But he's still in the top 3 of the championship. So here we are after the the Bahrain Grand Prix. The championship couldn't be tighter. Lando Norris, 77 points. Max Verstappen on 69. And right in the middle of the sandwich, Oscar Piastri on 74. It's anyone's game, lads, right now. This is so exciting. The season is wide open, and every race from now on is going to feel like I said already, a championship decider. Because who's going to crack first? Who's going to make that mistake that cost them the title? One bad pit stop. Who's going to rise to the occasion and take the fight and victory to the end? The Bahrain Grand Prix showed us that this season, it's not just about one driver. It's about 3 hungry, very talented drivers all gunning for the same thing. The excitement, it's only just beginning, lads. And get ready for a wild ride, because if my gut's telling me and I'm right, this championship is wide.
Walsh running the Irish green, and look at the move he's making down to the inside.
Moves to the front from 5th all the way to the lead in lap 1.
Walsh takes win number 2.
Peter Walsh.